This is 8.5D is in delta in trigonometry. We are on the bottom of page 361, example 3, examining polar and rectangular equations of lines and circles. So what they give us for an example there is they say, alright, we're going to give this to you in rectangular form. In fact, it's just a line, y equals x minus 3. What we want to do is switch that to a polar equation and then sketch it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to switch it to a polar form. Step 1, we're going to rewrite this equation as the variables are on the same side of the equation. So x minus y equals 3. Okay, so we're going to write it that way. Alright, remember that equation that I had you save before, the one that said r equals c over a cosine of theta plus b sine of theta? Well, we're going to use that one right now. And that's our next step. So we're going to write it as r equals c, there's our c, over the number that's in front of there, the number that's in front of there. 1, I don't know why this isn't writing today. 1 cosine of theta plus -1 sine of theta. Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to erase this and see if I can get this pen to work. Alright, equals c. c is my 3. And I've got a 1 in front of my x, so that's my a. And that's cosine of theta. Alright, and then we've got plus a -1 because of this right there, sine of theta. Okay? Then that reduces to just cosine of theta minus sine of theta. So that's what my r value is. And that is it. That's how I solve that. That's changing it to its equivalent equation. It didn't say solve it. It just said take the rectangular equation meaning there's an equal sign, and switch it to the polar equation, again, with an equal sign. So we just go that far and we're done. Okay? And then they ask you to graph it. And the way I would graph it is I would just look here, get my x-intercept and y-intercept, so make x equal to 0 and find out what your y is, set y equal to 0, find out what your x is, graph it, and you've got a straight line. Alright, the next one is basically the same thing, only we are doing a different equation. I don't know why this thing isn't working very well. We've got x squared plus y squared equals 4. Alright, I know because of this that my r is 2. Alright, so let's take this and rewrite this into polar form. I know that if I take the square root of both sides, I get y equals I get plus or minus 2. And then I know this from my, let me see if I can get it on here. I don't know if it will paste or not. Yep, there it is. From here, I realize that, oh, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. If I took the square root, this equals r. So this is the same as r, and that equals plus or minus 2. And I'm done. And I know when I graph this, I have a circle with radius of 2 around the origin. Okay? Not too bad. So, these next videos is where it really starts getting fun. So we're probably going to have 2 or 3 more videos as we go into graphing cardioids and roses and luminoscates and Archimedes and all that kind of stuff. But Anyway, it's not too bad, but you're just going to have to really pay attention. So that's it for 8.5. D is in delta.